Hey everybody, how's it going? Travelman Dan here, and get ready for a really fun show today. I'm going to ask you, have you ever wondered if the moon could talk, what it would say? If you did, well, today's going to be a freaking amazing episode as I sit here and read you a story called "And If the Moon Could Talk." So sit back, relax, and get ready for the show. Alright guys, well, welcome to today's Travel Man Dan episode. And well, if you're like me, you're kind of cooped up inside and you're stuck at home due to the current situation with the coronavirus. We're not allowed to go out and travel. And for a guy like me who runs a show that basically is based off of traveling, I gotta be honest with you, it's got me down a little bit. So we've made a pivot, we've made a little altering move, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring in another different character I like to call Reading Man Dan for this episode. I was a kindergarten teacher and I used to love story time with the teacher. And since, well, we can't go anywhere, I thought it would be a lot of fun to sit here and read stories. Now, I know what you're thinking. You may have checked out this channel because you want to travel. Or, you want to see some fun, exciting episodes about me going to all the cool places in the world, or maybe scarfing down some delicious foods and just meeting interesting people. Don't worry. That's coming back, and I'll continue to do that. But in the meantime, while we're in quarantine, I'm handing it over, I'm putting on another hat, developing a new character, Reading Man Dan. This episode, we're going to go ahead and read you a story. Now, no matter what your age is, I hope you enjoy this. But I got to be honest with you. These story reading sessions will eventually move to another day, and they'll be geared for children only. So, I hope you enjoy it. Sit back and let's get started. And If the Moon Could Talk. The author's name is Kate Banks, and the illustrations were done by Georg Hallensieben. And I'll be sure to go ahead and put down in the description below this book, the author, the artist, everything you need to know. If you're interested and you want this for your home collection, it'll be down in the description below. Alright, here we go. And If the Moon Could Talk. Pretty cool artwork right away. I love this little town. All the little lights are off. Okay, the moon is shining over there. Check this out. Looks like a little lake town. Really cool artwork. And If the Moon Could Talk. Somewhere, a pair of shoes lies under a chair. A window yawns open. Twilight blazes a trail across the wall. Look at that room. Is that a fun looking room or what? Take a look. Lots of toys going on in there. Lots of fun stuff. You have the child playing with the rabbit. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Is that a magic globe? Just like Travelman Dan uses to travel around the world magically. This child has a globe in the room. And look at the little monkey is having a little snack with the moose. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of evening stealing through the woods, and a lizard scurrying home to supper. Gotta get home, gotta get home. Alright, check out the little lizard. He is scurrying, he's gotta get home. Look at the moon right here. Ooh, man. It's got a sweet light shining off the lake right here. Looks like you have another moose down there. Maybe he's going for a little drink of water. Someone hums quietly. A clock ticks. A light flicks on. Uh-oh, who's that? Alright, let's take a look. Who is that in the other room? Is that the parent? Is that mom? Is that dad? Okay. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of stars flaring up one by one, and a small fire burning by the tree. Wow. Look at this countryside. Look how beautiful it is. Look down here. We have a small fire right here, right by the tree. The moon is out. Okay, we got the big courtyard. Really cool picture. Papa opens a book and turns the pages. A story unfolds like a banner wandering the sky. Wow. Check it out. Look at Papa reading the story, okay? Reading the story to his little daughter. And then over on the side, we got a couple of monkeys. A couple of monkeys just hanging out, monkeying around, relaxing, enjoying themselves, listening to Papa's story. Wow. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of sand blowing across the desert and nomads crouching by the dune. Wow. Look at this. Beautiful desert picture. Okay, if you don't know what a nomad is, I'll go ahead and show you. Check it out. Down here is a nomad. Okay, they're traveling across the desert. The moon is out. The moon is guiding the lights. It's got a lot of twinkles of the stars. Beautiful desert night. On a small table sits a glass, a wooden boat, a starfish too. Cool. Look at that. We have a wooden boat. We have a starfish. That is really cool. And she's playing with her little doll down there. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of waves washing onto the beach, shells, and a crab resting. Ooh, who loves the beach here? All right, Travel Man Dan loves the beach. And then look at this picture. Wow. Okay, over here we got the moon. First of all, it's looking down on the boat. We got this beautiful little city, maybe a little beach. Maybe you want to go for a romantic walk. Okay, and then you want to stop off and you want to eat some crabs or some shrimps or something delicious is inside that little tin. And then you're just sitting there and you're eating it, okay? Right there on the beach. Music chimes from a small box on a shelf. A mobile stirs the air. On a chair, a rabbit sits listening. Check it out. All right. Look at the rabbit just chilling. All right, we got the rabbit. Here's the mobile. Remember this? When it would spin around and it would entertain you as a tiny little baby. Music is playing over here inside this bookshelf. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of the wind rocking a tree and a bird safe in its nest. Man, cool. Now look at it. Totally different, right? But what do we have over here? What do we have right here? We have a little bird just resting in his nest. Maybe he's relaxing with his family, just hanging out in the bird nest inside the tree. Down below we have our house, mountains, and of course, the moon. Mama hands her child the rabbit. She hugs her and pulls the blankets tight under her chin. Aw, look at that. What a great mom, okay? She tucks her in. She tucks the rabbit in. She pulls up the covers real snug to the chin so that she's snuggy and she's nice and warm throughout the night. Aw, you gotta love moms, right? And I love my mother. That is awesome. All right, let's flip the page. Wow. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of a faraway den and a lion licking her cubs. Wow, check that out. Wow, isn't that awesome? A mama lion licking her cubs. Eyes close. There is a drowsy hush. Darkness swells into a colorful dream. Wow. That picture is wacky. Check this one out. We got a cow. I think it's a llama or a camel. And then on top of it, the rabbit's riding it. Over here, we got a tool seater, okay? On top of a llama, it goes a couple of bears. Down here is a lion. We got a toucan. Look at the frog down below. Lots of cool little animals right there. Just hanging out, having a party under the moon. An animal style. And if the moon could talk, it would tell of a child curled up in bed, wrapped in sleep. Oh, look at it. Nice and sleepy sleeps. Going to bed, the little baby. Okay. And it would murmur. Good night. Aw, look at that. And then you see the final picture. The moon is over here saying good night. The child is fast asleep with her rabbit. And that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, grandparents from all over the world, is And If the Moon Could Talk by Kate Banks. What a great book. I hope you guys enjoy it. This book was a lot of fun. The artwork in this thing is really colorful. It's really bright. It really captures what's going on in the story and makes you kind of just sucked into the book and imagine, wow, what if the moon could really talk? What would it say? Would it look down upon all of the forests and the deserts of the world? And what exactly would it be saying to the moon? And if the moon could talk, could we talk back to it? Who knows? I hope you enjoyed this book. Once again, it's called And If the Moon Could Talk. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan. If you like what I'm doing and you haven't already, could you go ahead and you hit that sub button right there? Alright? Ring the bell. Give me a like. Throw me a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you thought of this story, what you thought of Reading Man Dan as we continue to roll this out. I hope that you really enjoyed this episode. If you want to go ahead and you want to support me and my channel, down in the description is a link to my store if you want to check out some Travel Man Dan merchandise. I got shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and socks down there. But if you do, be sure that you go ahead and DM me or privately message me somehow, some way across your socials so that I can personally thank you for supporting me and my channel. That's going to do it for us today on this episode of Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan. I hope you had a great time and you saw some really cool and interesting things as I read you the book, And If the Moon Could Talk. I hope you learned something new and fun and exciting about the book and just had a good time sitting here listening to me read a story to you. But most of all, I hope you were inspired to check this book out or maybe watch this video again and, well, just kind of let your imagination wander through and say, you know what? What if the moon could really talk? Wow, what would I say? What would the moon say to me? It's really important that we spend time with our children to go ahead and read stories and spark that imagination and give them that creative outlet at a very young age, because you just never know how long or how big this thing could blow up for each individual child. I know for me personally, I might have been a screwball and a little wacky kid, but I always enjoyed story time. It's probably why I enjoy it as an adult, and well, I think subconsciously somewhere in there it basically motivated me to continue to live through my imagination and to pursue my dream of being an actor. So whatever it is that you or your child are dreaming of out there, it may be sparked off and kicked off by reading a simple child's book to them and just having their mind just well, that's gonna do it for us today. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.